Hey, what is up guys? God bless you. Here we are with another YouTube video that I want to share with you guys, something that has been very useful to me. So here's my problem. My problem is that my iPhone is always filling up on space. I only have so much room in my storage on my laptop for like these media items that I barely use. So my problem is that stuff is always filling up. I did buy a external hard drive. Now this hard drive is 5 terabytes. Problem is that it only exists in one place at one time. So if I need it on my laptop, I would plug it into my laptop and then put all my pictures there. But sometimes my wife would need it at the same time. So sometimes, you know, when I'm using it, she'd be like, hey babe, can I use the drive? And I'm like, sorry babe, I'm putting 80 gigs of memes right now. I found a way to put all of that stuff in one place, and it's not going to break your bank. And I think it's very useful. If you have the means necessary and you have the time, I would say to just mess around with it and get one set up in your home, because it'll be very useful long term. What I'm talking about is a NAS, a network attached storage. So with the network attached storage, you can access your stuff from any device that's connected to your Wi-Fi all at the same time. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I hope that you do it, because honestly it's going to be a very big plus for your home. I am rocking a 9 terabyte network attached storage currently in my home. I'm able to transfer large sums of photos, of videos. Probably did like 40 gigs of photos in about maybe 5-10 minutes without even connecting a single cable. I think it's going to be very useful, and it's a very high writing speed. I would say it's even faster than connecting a USB to it. So I want to show you how to do that. This network attached storage for me personally cost me about $400, and that's including the hard drives, and that's including the actual desktop. The good news is that you don't need some fancy Core Ultra 9 processor, or you don't need like some super fancy specs. If you were into video editing and you would use that as a disk cache, then yes, but in this case it's just for storage, which is what I'm using it for. All of that cost me about $400 with 9 terabytes of storage. So the first thing you need to do is buy a dedicated computer. You can find these on Amazon. If you want to be fancy, you can look for a specific network attached storage module. Those are pretty cool, but they go for about $400 or $500, which was basically my whole budget. But the other thing, you can also use any old computer. I'm using a computer from 2011 and it's been working amazing. And the specs are old. It's got a i7 2nd gen, which came out in 2011, and it's got 16 gigs of RAM. And I think that even this is overkill. Like, you don't need that much. But I had this computer and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just use it. So you have your computer. The next thing that you want to do is you want to physically install the hard drives. These hard drives, they kind of look like this. These are pretty good if you are able to get some server grade hard drives. I got mine from Best Buy for $180, and they frequently go on sale, so if you're patient, you can get them at a good price. I got this hard drive from a yard sale. Do not do that unless you're able to test the hard drives at home, and if you're willing to waste maybe $5-10. I got two 1 terabyte hard drives for $10. One of them ended up not being good, but the other one did work well. I used the 1 terabyte one, and I purchased an additional 8 terabyte one from Best Buy. And I would say get 2 of the same storage. You'll see later. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is, once you have the hard drives installed in your computer, close up the computer. If you're able to set up the hard drives in RAID 1, please do so. And if you don't know what RAID 1 is, you have 2 hard drives. Pretend that these 2 are the same hard drive, and every time you copy and paste something into your hard drive, it's going to copy it into both hard drives. So these are going to be identical with the exact same information. Just in case one of the hard drives fails, it can go to the other one. So that's especially important if you want to make sure that your information is secure. You can also get some solid states too. This is more bang for buck, and hard drives have gone a long way. So in my opinion, they have a lot of integrity. Windows lets me know if my hard drive is about to fail. So after you have that set up, turn on your computer, install Windows 10 or 11, and you should see your drive come up on here. Make sure that you can see the drives on there, make sure that they're initiated, and then you can see the total storage on there that you'd like. I forgot to mention, for older computers, you can install Windows 10, because Windows 11 is now being super picky and super annoying that you can't just install it on any computer. It has to have certain requirements. But basically, after the 5th gen processor, it cuts it off. So Windows 10 is good. The only thing is that you won't have security updates in the future. But in my opinion, as long as you stick to just using it as a local storage, then you'll be fine. So after you have that installed, boot it up onto a monitor. Here's the important thing. This is the golden rule. Make sure that you are connecting your computer to internet via a cable. Don't use a network attached storage through Wi-Fi, because that'll give you all sorts of problems. And if possible, make sure that your router is decent. So I would say anything above Wi-Fi 6. So after you have your computer set up with Windows 10 or 11, and once you have your computer set up via Ethernet cable, or once you have all your drives installed and you have it connected and booted up, we're gonna go ahead and share the drives on your computer. All it is, you just right click on it, press properties, press sharing, advanced sharing, and all you do is share this folder and press apply and OK. And that's it. Your network now has your drive. For security purposes, add a password to your Windows account. But that's just to make sure, like, hey, I'm authorized in order to access all the information on here. And after you have shared your folder and added your password, go to your search bar, type in CMD, and then put in who am I. Who am I is going to give you the system name and the username of your computer, because we're going to need that later. Type in IP config, then write down the IPv4 address. So that IP address we're also going to use, so just write them down somewhere where you could access them, because we're going to use those later. So now go to your router settings. And this is important because every time your router restarts, there's a possibility of your address being changed. Look at your Wi-Fi network like a neighborhood. A neighborhood has different houses. My address is 123 East Main Street, and the person next to me is 1234 East Main Street. So whenever a router restarts, not always, but it does reset the address names. So now my address is 125 East Main Street, and the person is 126 East Main Street. We want to tell our router, make sure that every time restart to not change the address. With every router, it's different because there's like so many combinations. But basically, you log into your router using the address for the router itself. No, you search for the LAN setup, and then from there, you can assign IP address specifically for the device ID that you have. So I know that's a lot of technical jargon, but I promise you, you can do this. I believe that anyone has the ability to do anything that they set their mind to. So be patient with yourself. Sometimes you're going to fail, but you guys got this. I believe in you. And this is just going to be another thing to challenge yourself with, you know, something new. And always, if you guys have any questions or any problems, feel free to reach out. I would love to help. Moving forward, I'm going to let you know how to set it up in your Windows and your Mac, and even on your phone or your iPad. So I'm going to show you how to do this on the Windows computer. You open up File Explorer, you click on this PC, and on this PC you just right click anywhere and then press add a network location. So it's going to tell you welcome to the add network location wizard. Go ahead and press next, and then choose a custom network location. You're going to press next here again. And for the internet or network address, you're going to type it in this way. So it's going to be 2 forward slashes followed by the system name, another forward slash followed by the drive letter. So in this case, for me, it's going to be desktop -23, etc. /F, which is the drive letter that I have. So after you have that written down, go ahead and press next, and then it's going to ask you for your preferred name. And then here you can put maybe secondary drive, or you can put like media drive or something. And once you press next, it's going to give you a confirmation that it's gone through, and you're done. That's it. So from here, you can just open up that folder. It may ask you for your credentials, but that should be a one-time thing. And from here, you can copy and paste. And if you look on your server, it'll actually show there as well. Now I'm going to show you how to do it for Mac. So for Mac, you're going to open up your Finder, and in the top toolbar, select the Go option. And under the Go option, select Connect to Server. So once you connect to server, it's going to ask you for the IP address. So remember that I said we need to make sure that the IP address sticks. This is why, because not for Windows, but for Macs, it will mess it up. So go ahead and enter this SMB:2 / and then the IP address. So that IP address is the one that we got from putting IP config. Once you press connect, it is going to ask you for your credentials. It's going to ask if you're a guest or a registered user. And here you're going to put registered user, and the name is going to be the username of your computer, and the password is going to be the password of your account. So once you press connect, it's going to connect you, and it's going to ask which drive you want to connect to that is shared. And then from there, you're connected. That's it. And then you just treat it like a regular folder. You might need to store that password, because once you restart your laptop, it may ask for the username and password again. So it might be worthwhile putting it in the keychain. But other than that, once you connect it, that's it. From there you can copy and paste. From there you can put in files, take files out. And now for your iPhone or your iPad. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to open up files. So once you have files open, click on the 3 dots, and then you're going to push connect to server. It's going to ask for the same thing if you were to set it up on your Mac. The same input, you're going to put SMB : 2/, and then you're going to put the IP address. Once you have SMB, the : 2/, and the IP address, you're going to select the same thing, registered user, and then you're going to put in that same password, and once you press that check mark, you're done. That's it. I would not suggest doing any file restructuring, or I would say on your iPhone to not go above 200 items, because at that point your iPhone is working too hard and it's just not equipped to do it that much with that many items. So anything above 200 items, you know, I would say go to your MacBook, import all of your things, and just put them straight from there. Otherwise, you're all good to go. If you guys have any questions, you know, put a question in the comments below, and I hope this has helped. Otherwise, God bless you guys, and we'll see you next video.